and the Knicks have it. Will they foul now? Brunson, is he going to have an opening here? So OKC up 5 here, 5:08 remaining. Just won a huge challenge that wiped off an OG Anunoby three-point play, and now they're going to try to go at Towns with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They switch it. They should get it back to Shai here. Instead, they move it, and Lou Dort tried to throw an alley-oop, and that is Jalen Brunson's fourth offensive foul drawn of this game. And remember, he could have maybe even had a fifth. That would have been Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's third foul in the first quarter. He's been falling down a lot. The bigger the game, the more Jalen Brunson falls. But certainly with the foul call on the other end with Kendrick Williams, that Brunson was going to be an offensive foul as well. They've been going to this end, and it'll be pick and pop, and he blows by Holmgren for the dunk. Anunoby hit a pick and pop three. That time with a strong right-hand drive, and nobody's taking a charge there. Three-point game, Shai working on Towns. Pick and pop Dort now with Towns hanging out on Dort. Dort has missed a couple of threes in the last few minutes. Knicks can tie it here with a three. They go at Holmgren. Holmgren, they don't switch it. Here's Bridges on the pick and pop. Bridges eluding Holmgren. Can't get it, and Towns has been a beast on the offensive glass. He's gotten his team another possession. He's taken advantage of being guarded by smaller players by hitting the offensive glass tonight. Here's that dunk by Anunoby. No hesitation, and nobody stepping up to help either. So right as we went to break, Mark Daigneault with another challenge, and Lou Dort got hit in the head and on the arm. Proximate foul on that out of bounds. So he now will take 2 free throws instead of it being Nick Ball. Mark Daigneault saved a three-point play from OG Anunoby, and now has turned Nick's baseline out of bounds directly into 2 Lou Dort free throws. So now it's a 5-point game, and that is the difference. Those Mark Daigneault challenges have gotten OKC 5 points. Brunson working one-on-one on Wallace, eludes him. Short, pounds again, and he's got a rebound among 5 Thunder players. Shamet has Gilgeous-Alexander. Shamet's been very aggressive, goes again, and he's fouled. Not a good foul there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be free throws for Shamet. A 9th offensive rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. Shamet only made 1 out of 2, but he's changed this game. He came in with Josh Hart getting nicked up early in the third, and that has really made it much more difficult for OKC to hide their bigs out. No Hartenstein in the game right now. Here's Holmgren working on the baseline, and that's a nice move there. Good peel switch by the Knicks, but Holmgren under control was able to pull up over the rotating Towns. Oh, nice rejection by Brunson. Good help by Joe, but the flare screen is set for Anunoby. He just can't cash out the three. That was great work by the Knicks, but just could not get the three-pointer, and now OKC can push it to 3 possessions, going under 3 minutes. Shai rejects the screen going at Towns, tried to draw the foul, and he has. That's not the most aesthetic basketball, if we're being honest. Going on a direct line towards the corner and throwing up a shot, but it was a foul. And that's going to do it for Karl-Anthony Towns. Again, the Daigneault challenge put another foul on him, his 5th. And here is his 6th. His 9 offensive rebounds will hit the bench. So Shai hits both free throws, and it's a 3-possession game. They're going right back at Holmgren here with Hart setting the screen. He's in for Towns. Brunson. Oh, Cason Wallace is so good at that strip. When the guy he's guarding gets engaged by the big, he sneaks up behind him and gets the steal. He's gotten a couple of those, and now OKC can really put this one away. They're going to go at Shamet, now double team. Joe moves it to the corner. Holmgren for an 11-point lead is short. Good box out by Anunoby off the miss. Hart can attack. No bigs are back. Looking to hand off. Good denial by Isaiah Joe. They get it into Brunson's hands. Brunson working against Dort. Tried the pass, but Holmgren came back. He thought he knocked it off of Hart. It'll remain Nick Ball. Thunder now out of challenges. They certainly used theirs to good effect. Baseline out of bounds for the Knicks. Trying to get Bridges into the corner. They stay with him. Now Brunson coming off of Bridges, off of Hart. Picked up by Holmgren. Brunson creating the space. Finds Hart on the drive, and That's a nice cut by Hart. And Gilgeous-Alexander has not been very good. He got in foul trouble early. He hasn't had his usual effects down low and has lost guys several times. Knicks still breathing here. Joe early pick and pop for three. Could have maybe run some clock there with a 6-point lead. Hart has been good pushing the ball. Wallace switching on to Brunson. Brunson on the attack. Wallace stays with him. Brunson left it well short. Hart is going to get undercut by Dort on the offensive glass, where the Knicks continue to work. Both teams in the penalty now. You know Mark Daigneault would love to have Alex Caruso here, but he went out with a thigh bruise early. Here's Brunson. Left it. There's that veer back by Wallace. Wallace again, and this time Hart was able to hold on to it and pick up a foul call. He's going to get 2 free throws here. So the Thunder need to score still after 2 hard free throws. They've gotten the ball out of Shea's hands largely. Other Thunder have been able to beat him these last few times. Shea working on Anunoby, backs up and drains the 3. What a shot. The screening action didn't work. They were trying to get Joe into the screening action. He fell down, so Shea just went at one of the best defenders in basketball. Brunson tried to draw the foul, has Hart underneath, lays it in, and it's down to 5. OKC got to run more clock here, though, with a 5-point lead. They're going straight for the double. Wallace has it. He's had the ball more when Shea has been out. Get it back to him. They move it. Dort along the baseline. And another charge. Lou Dort has really struggled. He's made progress overall, but tonight on his drives, his decision-making, he's really struggled. That's the second charge he's picked up in the last 5 minutes. And again, too early. He's going to foul out. If they just hold on to the ball and get a 24-second violation, they're in much better situation there. And Dort was going to throw it away there anyway, regardless of the charge. So the Knicks probably should take a 3 here while they still can before OKC would foul late. They're going to go at Shea. Shea just going to switch on to Brunson. Brunson creates the space, and he hits. So they will have a chance if they can get a stop to, in theory, tie it. They're going to try to just double Shea here, though. Anunoby looking to deny him. Shea gets it back. Is the double going to come? Here comes Hart. They get it to Chet in the corner. No advantage. Shea says, hey, Chet, you go. Spin move. Holmgren off the heel, and the Knicks have it. Will they foul now? Brunson, is he going to have an opening here? Great job by Wallace getting back. Brunson mishandled. He's going to go for the 3 here, surely. They'll set the screen. He tries to reject. Wallace is there, knocks it out of bounds. What defense by Case and Wallace. And now Mike Brown will take a timeout, but that was their chance to get a 3, and Case and Wallace said, no way. So now with 6.0 seconds remaining, will the Thunder look to foul? There should be enough time left to do it. They've got Kenrich Williams in. They're going to try to switch everything. Holmgren is on the ball. Is he going to take the first pass or try to make this inbound difficult? They try to get Brunson up. He's there in the corner, fires the 3, off the heel, tipped out Shea. It's Anunoby. He's got a chance. Short. And that will do it. OKC survives yet another Knick offensive rebound, and a really nice play drawn up by Mike Brown and the Knicks. Brunson got a look, Anunoby got a look. They didn't have a chance to foul, but they couldn't make the 3. You can see there's confusion with Brunson brushing past the screener. They thought they were switching it. They didn't. But Jalen Brunson has hit so many shots that situation couldn't come through. And OKC moves to 49 wins on the year.